Wow, it is amazing. Like, I'm staying shocked and surprised that Super Eagles, or should I say Super Chickens, because there is nothing super about that Nigerian team. Honestly speaking, you might want to say what you want to say, but I do believe that is your own opinion. I've seen people go after the coach, saying the coach needs to be sacked. Now, the question is this: when the same Super Eagles played Satome, they won Satome 11-0. They won them, I think, away 11, home it was 6-0. That time, the coach does not deserve to be sacked. When they won 11-0, everybody was screaming, shouting, Nigeria is back, Nigeria is back, the Super Eagles is back. I remember doing a very, very quick video saying that is nonsense, because Satome is not even a country we know in football. That is how bad or how unpopular Satome is. Then you have a team like Nigeria going there, they beat Satome 11-0, and they believe the Super Eagles are back. That is nonsense, honestly. It's rubbish. Now, I actually took my time today to watch their match against Zimbabwe. And people were like screaming, Nigeria. I've seen Nigerian guys saying, who is Zimbabwe for Nigeria to play a 1-1 draw against them? Now, the question is this: people are saying this coach should be sacked. Is the problem really with the coach? Because I, for one, don't believe the coach has any problem or issue here. Now, let's go and look in every players the coach has invited for this match against Zimbabwe and Lesotho. Let's go and check those players. Those are players that are doing incredibly well at their club side right now. You have somebody like Boniface that plays for Bayer Leverkusen. He has scored, he has 14 goals and assists combined in 12 games for Bayer Leverkusen this season. I'm not living without Victor Osimhen. They have Aino. They've got Alex Iwobi. They've got top players that we know that dominate the world of football in Europe right now. If not all, but they do have a lot of players that are doing incredibly well at their club side. But when they come back to Nigeria to represent their country, they don't show up or give the same performance they do in the club side. I'm sorry, it has nothing to do with the coach. It does not. It has absolutely nothing to do with the coach, because he has invited almost everybody he feels feels are good enough to give him the result he wants. Are you guys going after the coach saying he should be sacked, or you guys should actually look into what is actually wrong in Nigerian football right now? We have the same thing happening in the female team, where they are being owed money. They are owing their female team money. They are owing their coach money. They are owing the players money. So how do you think they are going to perform? How do you think a player that is not being paid will come out for Nigerian national team to come and give their best when they are not even being paid their wages? It doesn't even make sense. It does not to me. So for me, I don't really believe this coach of a team like him being sacked, because for me, he actually brought every person, every player that he felt are good enough in every position to give him the result he wants. If now the players fails to go into the pitch and synchronize and play as a team, it's not the coach's fault. Because I believe whenever they're training, the coach have already set out plans. He has set out plans on how he wants to play the game, how he wants to win the game. Then, if the players now go into the team and they are not able to execute what they have been taught or what they've been training on the training page in the actual game, then how is it the coach's fault? With knowing with everything that is going on with the team right now. Yes, I know at the end of the day, the blame will come to the coach. I know. But sometimes, there is more to it. There is more to it. This same coach you guys want to sack, they've not paid him some of his salary. They even cut down his salary as well. If this coach is not doing well with the kind of caliber players he has right now, I don't think there's anybody that will do the same thing. I don't. Because one thing I know is this: people will always complain about the coach. Now, the last coach that was coaching the Super Eagles, the German guy, I don't even know his name because I don't even watch their football. The guy had an incredible numbers, but yet they did what? They sacked him. Like under that guy, I don't even think we lost any games, or maybe we lost a lot of games. If I want to go to and check his numbers now for Super Eagles, they went in and sacked that one and brought in a Posero, and we have seen what he's doing ever since then. But the thing is, people must stop blaming the coach, because when you look at it, Lesotho, Zimbabwe are not teams that Super or Nigeria should be playing a draw with. Because when you go to Zimbabwe or Lesotho, go and look for a player there, or go and check for one of that, like a profile for that player. Go and look at it. You won't even see it. You won't. I think the only player you will find that plays in abroad in Zimbabwe, I think is Marvelous Makamba that plays for Aston Villa. That is the only person I can tell you, I can lay my hand off. So sometimes it's about these players. That another factor can be determined as well. These players might not want to be committed, like play everything for their team because they don't want to get injured. Have we ever thought about it? Like these players, they don't give it their all because they don't want to get injured. Because if there's something we are seeing in world football today right now, is that teams or players prefer to play more on the club side than the country side. I'm going to use Erling Haaland as an example. When I saw Haaland came out said he was injured, I was saying to somebody, I said, that is bullshit. I don't believe for a second that Erling Haaland is injured. He is just trying to protect himself so that he will be able to play the game against Liverpool. And was I wrong? I was not wrong, because after the game, they are not even qualifying for the Euros. But after the game, he came out and said, they came out, or the doctor came out and said that the injury to Haaland was not too serious, that is fit and available for this Manchester City match against Liverpool. So these are things we have seen with players. These are things we have seen with some kind of caliber of player. So I don't think Nigeria is exempted. I believe that those guys are just bloody useless. They are not giving it their all because they do not want to get injured. Because how do you give your all to a national team that owes you salary? Where is the encouragement? It's not. So they would rather keep fit, not give their all, whereby they know I can go to my club side and make money. So all this thing of sacking the coach, to me, it's nonsense. Honestly, nothing will change. Nothing will change. So guys, that's what I've got to say.